Hey guys, in this video I want to basically discuss a problem I have with the sentience. You see, when I made my other videos of like my new war predictions and stuff like that, whatever those videos were titled, I'm not sure at the moment, but in those videos I assumed that the sentients were going to be sentient. You know, like they're able to think for themselves, they have their own individual personalities and their own individual views and stuff like this. However, now having played in the war, they don't really seem to have sentience at all. They just seem to be hive-minded. And sure, some of them at the top obviously have sentience, which is like the royal family, but they really do just seem to be hive-minded. I've not seen anything to prove otherwise. And somebody might say, but there's different units of sentience. So like ants, even though there may be unique types of units within the fleet, they still all just at the end of the day are following the queen's orders. And they don't really have any kind of individual desires. So let me try to give you an example of what I'm trying to portray here. So I didn't really think this was going to actually happen, but I thought it was a possibility that could have transpired at any point encountering sentience. And it was basically like, I'm just running around, you know, the sentient ship, and I'm dropping sentience left and right and exploring and stuff, right? And I could have turned a corner or something like that, and it could have been a sentient hiding there or something. And he could have been like, hey buddy, come over here a second. You don't have to worry, I don't really think like the rest of them. I'm not really gonna attack you. And I could help you get to the bridge. But you know, if you stop killing my people, because sure, I don't believe in what they're doing, but they don't deserve to die because of it. And then we could have been hit with a moral choice here, which is like, continue to go down the hallway we were going down, slaughtering sentient after sentient after sentient, or taking the route he was gonna take us under, just to like bypass all of them. So the murderous route or the more moral route. So something like this I thought would have been a nice little side thing, not really the whole plot of the new war, but it would have been a nice touch to it to show like, oh shoot, they do have sentience. There are different ones of them that are thinking differently, and they can go against the grain, and they can make their own choices, and just like Nata, have their own desires and their own goals. I thought it would have been cool, and I still think it would have been cool, but right now they look like hive-minded automatons, which sucks because we already have hive-minded automatons. They're called the infested. So from my point of view, it looks kind of lazy from these end, because you basically just remade a fraction. You made a fraction too similar to a fraction that already exists, and you had the potential to make something brand new. You could have made them like the Cylons or something like that. There could have been betrayals and infiltrations and backstabbing all over the place, because each one of them has their own thought patterns and desires and wills. It could have been amazing, but instead you made it seem like only leaders are in charge of these sentient groups, which honestly sucks from my point of view, because then only they dictate the movements and the thoughts and the strategies of the sentients overall. It just doesn't seem good enough. Like, if each one of them were acting on their own, that would be way more chaotic, and it would be way more of a story. This could easily be changed, however, even if you intended them to be hive-minded in the first place. All you really have to do is show some of them going against the majority of what the others are doing. Show that some of them do have individual stuff. Have like a sentient summer open up a shop selling shit to the Tenno. How weird would that be? But that's human. That's showing that they have their own desires, their own values, their own thought patterns. This would be sentience. This is what you said they have. Why don't they have it? You can start by doing stuff like this. You could also do the other side of this coin, which is probably what you wanted to do anyway, which is have sentient liches, which is great, but I'm saying take it to the next level. They're just not on a mission to get us hired by whoever's in charge of them. No, have them break the mold, have them show that they have sentience. They're gonna go get us with hate and with wrath and with vengeance, no matter if it's going against their protocol, if it's going against their order. They don't care, they're still going to do it. This would be showing sentience, this would be showing individualities, this would be showing free will. So even though I feel strongly about this topic, I'm not just complaining. I try to give feedback. I'm like, this is why I feel they suck, as well as this is what you could do to try to address the problem from my point of view, if you want to. I do hope that Warframe catches wind to some of the thoughts I have here, because I feel it would improve the sentience by a great deal. I actually have a lot of things that I see are not perfect in Warframe, and I have a few little ideas, a few little tweaks that could be made to like this and that here and there. And I feel like those things would not just make the game fun to play for a few minutes and then that's it. No, I feel like it would make it exciting for new players to jump on board. It would make old players want to come back and stay playing longer, which is something that Warframe has a bit of a problem sometimes doing. I feel like some of the ideas I have really could bring a lot of cash into Warframe's pocket. But I'm curious, do you guys like want to see a video of my ideas how I can improve Warframe if DE was to listen to me? Like my best proposal. Do you want to hear my best proposal of like how Warframe can make a ton of money, bring old players back to the game, and have new players have a field day? Including YouTubers. Like YouTubers will have so much more content they'll be able to play with now, and people would spend so much more time playing with this, just with one idea I have, just with my next idea. Do you guys want to hear it? Let me hear in the comments, because I like honestly want to know, do you just want lore from me and speculation, or do you want this as well?